Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today is Chibi Friday, so I'm going to draw Chibi. This time I'm going to finish off my pets series where I've been drawing each of my pets as a Chibi. I have one pet left and it's my dog Soon. He's a Shiba Inu. He's the only dog I have now. I used to have another dog, but he passed away last year, so just got Soon here. He's curled up on the floor next to me right now. I haven't picked a photo yet, so I'm just gonna scroll back here through my Google Photos and try to find a recent one that's... I have one in mind that I took recently, but I need to look at it because I'm not sure if it'll make a good Chibi, because what's really, yeah, here it is. What's really cute about it is his whole body. He's like laying on his back all on a recliner. I don't know how well it will work with a Chibi because the thing about Chibis is their big heads. And their heads are at least as big as their whole entire rest of their body, or often even bigger. So I don't think this one will work, because the reason this picture is so cute is just because his pose is so crazy. But I don't think I'll be able to get that cute crazy pose in a Chibi. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should give it a try. But I guess the problem is it exposes a huge amount of his neck, and the Chibis I draw don't really have much of a neck or any neck. Maybe I should just try it anyway. Just see. Worst case scenario, I can just draw a different one some other time. I'm going to stick with this one. Okay, got this reference image. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. So I'm going to start with my current favorite 3H pencil. 3H is great. Any of the H, which stands for hard, is great for doing sketches like this, where you're going to be erasing it away in the end. So this is kind of tough. I need to make sure to leave room for his muzzle on his head. I'm going to start with this. Sorry you can't see anything yet. If I had a better camera, it would probably be able to pick this up, but I've got what I've got. So his nose, his muzzle comes out. Let's see, his face is kind of like this. Like that. Now, I have to get this body to be a Chibi body, but also look cute like this crazy pose. It's like his eye is here. I'm going to mark his eye because his head is actually upside down, the way he's laying in this picture. So actually, I'll add his ear onto, oh, maybe I should do it like this. His ear kind of follows this line of his eye, so it's like right here. Then the outside of his face. Just doing a little placeholder to start with. Well, you can kind of see a little bit. Okay. Now the problem area for doing this as a Chibi is right here. Because in real life he's got this nice long neck. It's almost as big as his head. But with Chibi, the neck is like, you don't see the neck because the head's so big. So I need to just make maybe I won't curve his body around as much as it is in the photo. Because in the photo, his body comes around like this, and then his back leg comes up, and his foot's like up here, above his nose. So maybe I'll just make the body curve up right here. His little hips. Thigh, calf, and foot. Okay, other thighs flop down. Soon's always had pretty relaxed hips. He used to do a thing I call lazy legs, where he'd just lay with his stomach down and his legs just splayed out. But as he's gotten older, he doesn't have that kind of flexibility anymore. But now he still kind of does it. He'll do like one out, or he'll do like they're out a little bit. Okay, and his forearm, can barely even see it because his hand is directly facing the camera. And this one you really can't see. Okay, I think I should do is draw his head, and then I'll continue working on the body. Yeah, this might work out after all. I'm starting to wonder if I should redraw this closer, but then it will be so close to his head. I think maybe I'll just give him a longer body, or maybe move this down, but let's draw the head first. Trying to let my hair dry. It keeps falling in my face. I'm trying to brush it back. I need to let it dry outside of a ponytail so that the curls will be nice and not weird, because my hair is naturally curly. But it's kind of annoying sometimes, because my hair is also long, so it's like blop right in my face. Ah. Okay, and then it's got a little crease down this thing here. There. Crease down this middle of his head. So this is where the one from the one side ends. Oh yeah, that's so cute. Starts to look like soon. Okay, he's got a little extra. His ear fur. Well, just his ear comes out. There's actually a really distinct line in his fur where his ear is. That's kind of unusual. I've never noticed that before. I'm so used to drawing cats and they don't have that. Or dogs that aren't Shiba Inus. It's a very distinct zigzag, just like I've drawn it. Okay. I think this is looking good. I'm going to erase some of these guidelines now. Yeah, I'll use this one. One of my small clicky erasers. This is my middle size. So I've got this one. Middle and my smallest one. I'm going to use the middle one right now. Clean up some of these initial guidelines so I can see what I'm doing. It's already looking really like him. I'm happy about that. Yesterday I went so far over my stream window. Today I really like it. Would be great if I could finish early. Especially because it's Friday. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do today. There's a benefit, there's like a fundraiser for another local animal shelter. This one though is for dogs, and it's great because they're having it at my favorite frozen yogurt chain, which is Menchie's. And so even though right now I'm trying to stay under 1,500 calories a day, it's just been so stressful the past, I don't know, couple months, and there's one more week to go, and I just, it's like, it was too good of an excuse. Charity fundraiser for a good cause that I care about. Couldn't resist it. So I'm gonna go to Menchie's tonight. Also, need to go get my regular once every year blood work done. The doctor, I got a new doctor this year, and she didn't sound like she thought I necessarily needed to do anything, but I wanted to do it so that I could see if my efforts have been paying off. For the last year I've been trying to just eat a more balanced, I've just been focusing on my macronutrients and eat a more balanced diet. I'm not like doing a diet, I'm just trying to, I'm going for a 2:1:1 ratio. That's what I've read is like the basic healthy ratio for macronutrients, meaning carbs, fat, and protein. And so that ratio is 2 parts carbs to 1 part fat and 1 part protein. And I've been tracking my food for a long time using MyFitnessPal, but I didn't start. I'm going to look at this up ways to make sure it looks good in this direction. So if it doesn't make sense in this direction, it's not going to make sense in this direction. I think that's good. So yeah, I finally started using the macronutrient feature. Partly because Fitbit introduced it. So when it was pulling in the data from MyFitnessPal, I was able to see it, and then I started looking at it directly in MyFitnessPal as well. So what I noticed, even though I've been tracking food for so long, I was really just tracking calories more than anything. When I started caring about my macronutrients, I could see I finally noticed last year that I was like, wow, my carbs were actually spot on without even trying. Not too much, not too little. But my fat, it was like eating so much fat and so little protein. And I'm sure that was contributing to the one real health. It wasn't even an issue. It wasn't like a diagnosis or anything. It wasn't that bad. But I've always had slightly high, they'd always say slightly high cholesterol. And it was like one of the numbers. It wasn't even like across the board or anything. So I don't even remember which number it was, but I want to get my blood taken and tested and see if my diet changes have improved that cholesterol for me. Because if it hasn't, then maybe I should consider what my previous doctor, though I didn't trust her at all because she was weird. And I think she got fired. That's a different story though, but she thought I should consider taking cholesterol medication. And since I am otherwise quite healthy, I'm active, I watch what I eat, I record what I eat every day, I don't eat bad, like, you know, bad for your cholesterol foods all the time. I eat them sometimes, but not like I used to, where I was eating fast food like every single day. So if it still hasn't improved, then maybe that's one thing she actually had right. And I like my new doctor much more, so I won't say anything about that, because I'm not concerned. I don't have any symptoms or anything. Problems. But if she thinks, my new doctor also thinks that I should consider cholesterol medication, considering how healthy I am otherwise, then I will trust her. Also, your ear is so cute. He's so happy looking nice soon. Really looking like him. Okay, so he's got this little ridge down. I need to bring this up a little bit, I think. And this is really relaxing. I feel especially relaxed drawing this today. Alright, so I think what I need to do is actually bring his eyebrow from his other eye that's showing. His eyebrow is showing. Bring that up. Yep. And then, okay, so what I was saying was there's this little ridge on his nose. It kind of leads up to this eyebrow. You can't really see it very much. I'm just going to do like that. And then maybe bring this down a little bit. Something else I talked to my doctor about was my chronic low back pain. It's like if I just lounge around all day and do nothing, then yeah, I don't have a problem with back pain. But if I am sitting here drawing, or when I exercise really hard, and I try so hard to maintain good posture and stuff. And she gave me it was a tip that I'd heard before, but I kind of fell out of the habit, and that was tilt your hips forward. So I'm going to try that first. That's something I really like about my new doctor. She does not... So a doctor I had 2 doctors ago just jumped to medication for everything. She didn't like try to force it on me like the crazy doctor I had last year. But she was like, oh, we can just write you a prescription for that. We've got this that we can do. I'm like, I don't want to start with medication. I want to start with something else if at all possible. This doctor, this new doctor I've got, is more like that. All the things I brought up, she gave me tips to try to work on it without taking any medicine, or at least without taking any prescription medicine. She did recommend, it's like when my back really hurts, like I've done a really long art session all day, and then I try to go to bed and it's just so painful. I can't fall asleep because I can't find a nice position to relax. She said take some ibuprofen. It's like, like, okay. I take some anyway, so I don't have a problem with that. Non-prescription, over the counter. I think I got his head really good. Since he's on the recliner in this picture, you can't see his other ear. I wonder if I should add it anyway or just let it be. I guess I should probably let it be because I'm not sure where it should be. And what the heck, even if he was just laying on the floor like this, his ear could be tucked back this way and not visible. Okay, so after this I need to do his little dubba bubba. That's what I've always called it. It's not as bad as it used to be because the vet told me he was fat. So I put him on the restricted, I basically did to him what I did to myself. You get to eat this much a day. And it's scheduled throughout the day so that he's not hungry. You know, he gets a breakfast, he gets a dinner. He gets his 2 dental treats, morning and night too. Since then, he's been at a great weight. He looks so handsome now. And then I see all the Shiba Inu pictures on the internet. I'm like, wow, all the Shibas are so fat. Because Soon's finally not fat. So the comparison is, I'd never noticed before. Of course, I had Soon before Shibas got so big on the internet. Before the, what is it? What do they call that? That Shiba Inu that is giving the camera a look. Doge or something? D-O-G-E. So I've seen more and more Shiba Inus because of that one. I love Shibas. They're my favorite dog. And not just because how cute they look. They are the perfect dog for me, personally. Because they're small enough to cuddle and be a little lap dog sometimes. They'll watch a movie and you call them up and they're like, oh yeah, and then jump up, or at least Soon does, jump up on the couch and just snuggle with you for hours. But you can also go outside, take them for a walk, go on a run with them, go play. You can roughhouse with them. Like, they are a rough and tumble dog. They are really high energy. The only reason Soon isn't very high energy anymore is because he's older. When he was a puppy, there was no toy he couldn't destroy. I remember one time, my husband got this toy that it was like guaranteed to last or whatever, and Soon ripped a hole in it in the first 5 minutes. And my husband was so disappointed. It's like advertised as a toy for, like, I don't know, Rottweilers and, you know, the stereotypical tough dogs. And soon this little Shiba just, it's because he's so clever. He found the weak point, attacked it, and that's, you know, he didn't just like start chomping on it and it eventually ripped. Like, he was like, ah, here's a seam, and he starts going after that seam and takes it out. Alright, so his belly actually starts a little bit lower than his arm here. I don't want to draw this all over again, but I'll take it down. There's this little foot. Cute little foot. And this knee. And this thigh fluff comes out. I haven't been drawing fluff lines for everything, but I will draw it for the final inking. Its tail comes around, modestly covers his little butthole. This tail is actually already perfect. I don't need to draw anything else. Okay, so this is what I had been waiting for. How to draw this other foot. Can't really see. I guess there's this. Ooh, I'm starting to get hungry. I gotta get some water real quick. Hi, Wolf Axe 2. Welcome back. Good afternoon to you as well. It's not quite noon here yet, though. How are you doing today? Let's see. Yeah, I guess this will be alright. Oh, and his heel comes up like this. Okay, need to erase. Setting up computers for home work. I'm gonna have to move my computer and reset it up in a week or two. I'm kind of debating whether to draw his boy parts. It's all fuzzy. I'm going to redraw this leg first. Okay, let's draw this. Oh wow, 10 computers. Well, that's a big job. I hate resetting up my computer every time I move or something. Though I haven't moved in a long time, thank goodness. Well, no. I moved earlier this year, but before that I lived in the same place for 10 years. But yeah, it's a pain. What's that? Is that better? Guess. These crazy splayed legs are they're more tricky than they seemed initially. Okay, there's his knee, his thigh. Okay, and his fluffs need to come all the way out. There's something about this leg that I am not liking. It really is angled like this. What is it? What is it? And his fluffs come out like this. Curve down. Okay. And this little part. And if I don't like this, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. This is taking too long. I don't want to spend forever on one single leg. And while I knew this was a hard pose when I picked this picture, so yeah, I just don't know what it is. Maybe this angle. I feel like I'm getting closer. Maybe once I draw these as fluffy lines instead of solid lines, I'll like it more too. I think I am going to draw his boy parts a little bit. Just a little bit. I like drawing realistic animals, so but I won't make it too graphic. I just do a little bit of, what's the word? I can't think of it. Anyway, give a hint of the fact that it's there. Okay, I'm going to mark these areas where his fur is making distinct lines. these dots along his nose. Along his muzzle, I mean. Start down here. And he's got a couple up there. And 1, 2, 3. There, that's good. Okay. Oh, well, maybe I'm not done with the erasers, but I think I'm done with the pencil. Man, I really drew him off to the side, but I'll center it when I scan it into the computer and stuff. I scan the final piece in. Let's do some inking. Oh, there's a big Shiba hair in here. Let's get that out. So we'll start with graphic 1 or just an 8. I think I'll do an 8. Although maybe looking at the way I did the other animals in this series could help. I don't remember if I did a super thick outline on everyone. Could go to my Google Photos. I just want to see, because this is supposed to be a series, so I'd like them to be somewhat similar. Oh, thank you. Is Phoenix right? Phoenix Wright tattoo. Though I'm really far behind on like the last 2 games. I haven't even started the last game yet. But I love the first 3. I love them so much. Okay, just saw a picture of my bear Chibi. I did not give him a super thick outline, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. What about Kiki? Yeah, Kiki looks kind of normal outline too. Okay. Back too soon. I'll just use the 8 so it's not a super crazy thick one. His fur is actually pretty smooth on his ear. I'm going to do a few little sort of dotted lines just to show that it is fur and not something else, but it's so smooth. His head is smooth too. Ah, but his eyebrow goes boop, boop, boop. Nose is smooth. Oh, give him too much an angle right there. Oh well, that's okay. Here's where you start to see a little more fur, so I can do a little more lines instead of just dots. And his fur on his arm is quite long, relative to everything that I've inked so far. And this part I can't actually see in the picture. I had to just draw it because I drew the body so long. I did not want to have to redraw this again, so I just stuck with the longer body. Here's where we get the really long fur. His tail, on his butt. But this 8 is only for the outline, so I'm only going to do the outline of these areas. Ah, my hair. Hi, Fire of the Soul AJ. You got a brush tip micron that looks like one in your pencil case. I've had a brush one before, but it ran out and I didn't replace it. Cause I've got so many from Art Snacks now, so like this is Art Snacks one. It's like, oh, I shouldn't. I'm paying for this Art Snacks subscription. I probably shouldn't buy more pens when I have so many already. Do you like it? Do you like the brush tip micron? Kind of fuzzy here. Not too much though. Right here. And a distinct divide between the chest area and the leg. Okay, and it's got some fur sticking out. That's cool. Testing it on your hand. Fellow art supply fan. I feel like that's what fans do. Fans of art supplies, like I try not to go into stores that sell art supplies because I just want stuff just to try it. And I spend so much money and then I never use it again. Okay, so I got the outside. I'm going to switch to a smaller pen. Go to my favorite 3. What's a map part? So the outside of his ears is pretty smooth, but the inside's really fluffy. There's these nice little folds. Multi-animator project. Oh, cool. Is it, so what I guess it wouldn't be this, but I like the music video projects that I see for anime music videos. Is it something for work or school, or just like for fun, or? Okay, have fun working. I hope you get a lot done. Monsoon's eyes looks fuzzy, furry. His little eyelashes. Okay, so here is the outside part of his eye. And this is the dark part of his eye, and this is the white of his eye, because he's really looking to the side in this picture. And right here is fur. I'm going to go back to the 8. Or no, maybe I use a 5. Not a double 05. An 05. Come on, you must be, yes. Oh, let me see. I don't have sound on right now though, because it'll get picked up and there'll be reverb or whatever it is. Oh wow. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of people working on it. Dang, dude. That's a big project. I saw it said AMV or something else. I can't remember. PMV? You're gonna do an AMV, you're gonna do your original animation or something. Ah, I'll keep using this. His lips are really dark right here. Oh yeah, right. Haha, looks just like someone. Oh, that'll be cool. Like, putting them together, or like half is one thing and half is the other. Coming along nicely, 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 nicely. And I think I want to use the 5 for his tail. Just feel like I want his tail to really stand out more. That was it. Back to the 3. Now here, where the fur is making this line, I'm going to make sure to do the lines in the correct direction. looking good. I'm happy, happy. Okay, so same thing here. This goes upwards and then outwards here. Yay, we're almost done with the inking. I'm just adding in some more areas where the fur is really going in a specific direction. And I can enhance even further with the markers and stuff later. Okay, I think that is good enough for the ink. So, and let it dry. I'm going to erase the outside in case I smeared any graphite with my hand. So it'll be nice and clean. Good presentation. That's something I learned when I first started doing chibis like this so many years ago. And I'd scan them in and print them. I'd make prints of them to sell. And then the print would look so like dirty and yucky, and I realized it's because the scanner was so good that it scanned all the dirt and everything, all the smeared graphite, and then the printer was good enough that it printed all that. So now I try extra hard to be really neat with my work. My hair is starting to dry now, but that's making it fall into my face even more because it's not heavy with water anymore. Gah, but it's not completely dry. It takes like 3 or 4 hours for my hair to completely dry. But since I took a shower first thing in the morning today, well, relative to usual, at least that means it'll be nice and dry when I go out tonight for Menchie's fundraiser, yay, and other stuff. I'm gonna go shopping for some stuff for my Easter birthday party. Oh my gosh, I forgot these. I waited 32 years for this to finally happen. My birthday is finally falling on Easter. When I was a kid, there was no internet, no publicly available internet. And so I wasn't able to just Google to know when my birthday would fall on Easter. So I just like, it'll probably be next year, maybe it'll be next year. Eventually I gave up because it never happened, and then the internet came around and I was able to see, oh my god, I have to wait like 20 years. And I waited and it's finally here. So I'm gonna get some, like, for me, one of the best things about Easter was doing Easter egg hunts. Of course, it's kind of ironic because I hate eggs as a food. But I love, you know, getting candy and stuff. I love the plastic eggs. So I'm gonna do a grown-up Easter egg hunt where it's just me and my grown-up friends. Because, you know, you can't go to an Easter egg hunt if you're a grown-up. You know, it's only kids are allowed. Not this time. Not for my birthday. So I'm gonna get some prizes, and I'll put like little slips of paper and they have a number on them. And that will correspond to a prize that doesn't fit in an egg. It's like I've already got a bottle of Moscato sparkling wine. And I was thinking of getting some other like stuff like that. I don't want to spend too much. I'm not like rich or anything, but just go buy some. I thought maybe I'll get 5 big prizes. Because I'm going to be 32, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So I'm going to do that tonight, hopefully. Really looking forward to that. I think this is good for the inking. I got these little spots that I missed the first time. His eye is super dark, but I want to give it some more dimension. I'm not going to ink it in. I'm going to use markers to get that. I think I've got, maybe there's a little bit right here that could be erased. Trying to get it as clean as possible so that the graphite won't get locked in by the markers. Oh, that's so fun. That's so great that your family does an adult Easter egg hunt. I haven't done Easter egg hunting since I was a kid. It sucks. It was so fun. But now I'm like, well, if I'm going to be buying all these supplies anyway, maybe I'll just do it every year, regardless of whether it's my birthday or not. Every year put on a grown-ups only Easter egg hunt. Because I was going to try to go to the thrift store and get a whole bunch of used, you know, Easter baskets and eggs. And if I'm going to spend all that money, I don't want to just give it right back. But I don't want to just hold on to it for the sake of holding on to it either. I was also going to get stuff, you know, like little stuff like candy. Or I thought I could put in some of my popular pinback buttons that I make and sell online. And I could put some of those in there. Maybe people would like those too, because they'd totally fit. They're like this big. Yeah, man, I am done with this for now. Gonna need it later to sign this, but now I want to start coloring. Get neutral gray. Start with the lightest. This warm gray got pulled out of place. That's weird. Okay. 4 shades of neutral gray. That ought to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. That would be enough. Soon has white all here. He's like gonna be mostly white in this picture because his belly and everything is all white. Okay. Let us begin. Oops. I think I'm gonna color in his white areas completely with this 0, which is the lightest color. And that way, when I go to do white gel pen details at the end, they'll show up even though without the white gel pen, someone might not even have noticed that I had colored in, because this is such a light marker once it dries. Yeah, it's like, may as well just, it's like there's a little red of his red fur poking through at the sides and stuff, but it's so small, I guess I could just draw over the gray. Instead of trying right now to be super precise with the gray. Tips of his paws are white. It comes out like this. And then that's like right here. It comes across here like that. And right there. I guess it's kind of like a triangle right here. Okay, now for his face. This comes up pretty high. And it goes up on his nosy, like that. Trying hard not to smear this ink since it's probably technically dry, but my experience is when I have a big patch of ink like that, it can still get smeared. And I may as well color in the nose too. What else? The inside of his ears. They're also really pink, but white fur first. He's got these little white eyebrows. You can see this one too. Man, neutral gray actually shows up pretty well. Neutral gray 1, I mean. It did fade a little bit because of drying, and maybe it's not 100% dry. Let's move on. Neutral gray 1. N1. Okay, let's see. head curves around. Shadow right there. And the same deal here. Right here was really dark. Up here. Just need to add just a few little like random dots to show how the fur is just kind of random right there. Not particularly going any direction. Well, here's really in shadow from his arm. It's really dark right here. I feel like I'm gonna give myself whiplash because I keep looking up and looking down in order to see the reference photo. So I'm just doing such a small little area each time. It's worth it to look at the reference though, instead of just guessing. So I'm definitely not experienced enough to just be like, oh, I know that this is how this will be. I'm always surprised. I'm like, wow, I would expect it to look like this, but it's actually like this. Okay. Thinking I might need to go over this again later after I've done the red fur. There's like a lot of shadows where I feel like I need the red to be done so I know where they should connect and stuff. I don't even think I need to go all the way to the 4. I'll just stay with the, 3. I'll just stay with the 2 to get these extra dark areas. That's it. here on his nose. And maybe on his ear too. Okay, I'm going to be done with these markers for a little while. I want to start doing probably the red fur. And this is something I'm going to need to test. Definitely start with the lightest color. Looks like a good color group. Maybe this. I'll do the big one so I can get a bigger color swatch. Okay, that seems good enough to start with. Base color for all the red fur. Dang it, my freaking hair. It's still wet, so I can't put it back yet. It's like falling everywhere now. Now I just realized I should probably do the pink. So there's pink in his ears and pink down here. I guess around his crotch. That's what you'd call it. There's some red sneaking in here around the side. A little bit here too. And up the leg and just a little bit. Now these paws are quite red. I think because I guess they're just as red as the back ones. Toes are white. And this is red. There's a little bit coming in his arm here from his shoulder. And again up higher here. In fact, it kind of cuts across a little bit and it's like mixed in white and red here. And it becomes mostly red. Welcome back. Good job. How long have you been working on that so far? Okay, I'm going to switch to the big end for this huge area. Yeah, it's basically just fill in what I haven't filled in so far. Now. Careful, preserve this eyebrow. Wow, good job. I think it'll take you another hour to finish it since you're halfway done. Okay, there's a little red that comes down like this. There's even a little red on his lower lip. Oh yeah, it's good to take breaks. You get so tired of working on a piece or a project, and then you don't do as well because you're so tired of it. Okay, so I wanted to do pink. That's why I stopped. That's why I put this aside. Pink. This one's literally called pink. Ooh, that's perfect. Perfect for what I want it for. Just this. And his ear. Maybe a little bit right there. And then the inside of his ear. Okay. You take breaks? I wonder if this will be a good next color. Oh yeah. I don't have to look. You can just tell this one's gonna be good. Oh yeah, I hear that. I have such a hard time following through with a project. I really get that. Sometimes it takes years to come back for me. That's part of the reason why I started live streaming, because if I tell people I'm going to be at a place doing a thing, I don't want to let them down. So even if nobody actually watches, just the idea that someone might pop in gets me to show up and start working. Yeah, this color is perfect for Soon's fur. So perfect. My stomach's growling again. I gotta get some more water. Ah, Bear thought I got up to feed him. Nope. Just getting some water. So I'm fasting for my blood work, so I'm just drinking water right now. Also, I need to drink water because last time I got blood work done, they couldn't find a vein because I was dehydrated. I hate drinking. I love drinking water, but I hate drinking water on an empty stomach. It always hurts my stomach for some reason. Okay, so Sun's forehead is like, it's kind of like a diamond shape of darker fur here. Kind of like. Not exactly, but. And then he's got a little spray of darker fur that you can clearly see the lighter fur. You can kind of come down here a little bit. Putting a little stuff here. You know what? This comes all the way down. And more dark fur back here because it's just in shadow. I'm going to do a lot of little strokes here because his fur is really textured here. Because he's getting older, so his fur is getting more white in it. And it's just really evenly placed. I don't know if that's the word. Distributed. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. The white fur is evenly distributed. Wow, it's really starting to look like stone. Okay, I didn't do his back end. This heel's actually quite dark. Right here too. And a little kitty hair. Little kitty hair got on my piece. Yay! It's coming along. I wonder if the next neighboring color will be good or if I'll have to go somewhere else. I don't know if that's red enough. It also seems really close. I'd like it to be a little different. This might be too dark. Ooh, no. Yay, this is perfect. This is the red, more red that I wanted. Start getting really dark. Dark suntan. Haha, that's funny. Soon's name is spelled S-U-N, so it's like Soontan. I don't think his ear is dark enough, but I'll worry about that later. Mental note. Aww. It's coming out good, I think. Let's see, let's go down. This here will definitely get some. It's so dark right there. Okay, what do I think? I think I need to add a little more of this lightest color to the gray areas. I'll give them little hatching lines to kind of blend it better. It doesn't have like these stark lines like what I've drawn. It's like a gradual change from the white to the brown. Especially right here. There's so much brown mixed in with the white. I feel like I'm not quite there yet. The fur. It's looking good. Maybe I need to go even a shade darker and expand this dark color to more areas. Dang, my hair keeps getting on me. Sometimes I think it's like a bug landed on me. But it's just my hair. Trying to do really light so I can get the thinnest possible line here. Damn, I'm taking too long again. I only have 15 minutes in my normal streaming window, and I'm sure I have more than that much work left to do in order to be satisfied with this. I'm much happier with that. Now let's just go one shade darker. I wonder if this would be too much or... Now that's too red. You tone it down a little bit. E19. Okay. Let's see, what about this? No, wait. What about this one? Sepia. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, heck yeah. That's more like it. That's what I needed. A fourth reddish brown color. Yeah, because it's really dark on the back of this ear. Looks so much better. Yay! I'm happy. Right here where the leg folds is really dark. Right here where the tail's coming around from the back. Over here, leg casting a shadow. Yes, that's good. I think. Just looking at it for a second. I wonder if maybe I should have used the warm gray instead of neutral gray. Can't tell on the camera. Can't tell what I'm seeing. This difference in color that I'm kind of questioning. Let's do this darkest N3 that I got out from before that I didn't use yet. Start using it in a couple places. Especially on this nosy. Down around the nosy is really dark. Pretty much all dogs have this. Or like huge majority at least have this dark stuff. Comes down from their nose, no matter what color their fur is otherwise. A bit of this here. I'll add it to around his eye too. Can't actually see his pupil, but I'm going to imagine it's right about here. I need to add a little more of this little brown color right here. Just a little bit. Just like a dot of that gray. This side of the ear, the gray is quite dark. Need to add some inside too. Give it a nice shadow. I'm going to blend it while it's still wet with a lighter color. There, that's good. Aw, I don't know who for sure, but it's probably Kiki. Snorri. I think that might be good for the fur, except it's not a marker thing. I'm going to use a pen again. Just can't resist. I'm going to draw these little paw pads. It's just too cute. I can't not draw them. Don't usually put that much detail on a chibi, but it's just too cute. I can't resist. There. This is so cute. Okay. Now I need to go darker on the gray for the nose. Skip to a... No, Bear, I'm not gonna feed you yet. to a N5. And skip to N7. And a 5 again for down here. Coming along. I don't think it's really going to start looking totally like soon until I get that eye done. I like to save the best for last. I need to do some more dark around the eye. Get that pupil. In this reference picture, you cannot tell what color Soon's eyes are, but I know they're brown, so I'm just going to do a super dark brown. I think this might be my darkest brown. Yeah, that's really dark. Just want to have more life in his eyes than just doing plain black like it looks like. So what's great about art, you can do that. Just go ahead and add what you think it needs. Aw, that's looking so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna do a blue color for the white of his eye. What do I want? Smoky blue? Ooh. I love to do blue in the eyes. I just think it makes them so much more interesting looking, so much more alive. Can't really tell the difference on the camera, but you can tell in the real life picture. Maybe do a little bit more dark in the ears. 3 more minutes until my streaming window is supposed to be over. I definitely need to make this pupil darker. Super close to done. I thought I would use colored pencils, but I'm starting to feel like I got excellent texture here with the markers. So I might just be able to use a white gel pen for the rest of the fur and anywhere else where it needs a little added highlight. And I might do a little colored pencil on the eye, because the way the reflection is on his eye, there's one strong dot, but then there's also a more general highlight that's not nearly, it's not white at all, it's like a gray color. Maybe I'll do the gel pen first, because I think this is good for the marker. Just leave these all out. Let's see, where's my gel pens? Got 2 sizes. There are actually 3 sizes in my favorite brand here, but 2 so far. I've got a larger one in a different brand, so 2 is enough for now. Start with the medium. Do some... Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Do some little hatching lines. There's more white fur on this side of the ear. At least in this reference photo. Yes, this is working great. This is doing a great job giving it texture, fur-like texture. Trying to see where else it needs a little extra white. getting kind of gunked up. Do a little cleaning swipe on my scratch paper. I'm going to go look at my other pieces in this series again because I can't remember. It might be too late now because I put all that gel pen on, but don't remember if I did that highlighting with, I think I did. Highlighting with blue and shading with purple. I did. I'm gonna try. I can try and do it just on top of the gel pen. I'll just finish what I need to do with this first. Since I was gonna do a little on the eye anyway. I love doing that shine on the eye. It just makes everything look alive. One little dot is all it needs. Okay, good for the gel pen. Now colored pencils. So I need maybe I'll even just do the blue and the purple. You can actually see in this picture of a previous Chibi which blue and purple I used. Let's see. I think this is it. Okay, so back to soon. Picture soon. It's actually working out pretty well. At least for the purple, since I'm putting it in areas where I wouldn't really put the blue because, or where I'd put the white because that's where the blue would go anyway. So I wouldn't put white in areas where it's supposed to be shadow. And that's what this purple is for. It's for shadow. Colorful shadow. Oh, fuzz. Little fuzz floated down and landed on my page. Yeah, I love that effect. I love that extra purple. Okay, let's try the blue. Oh wait, let's do a little purple in this ear. wrong side. Heck, it might work better this way anyway. Having the blue on the white. This is another picture I took where this blue is actually present, because the blue sky is lighting soon from behind through the window. Oh yeah, worked out fine. Yay! Well, I think I'm done. Only 10 minutes late today. And since I started 10 minutes late, it's actually perfect timing. Let's sign it. Where should I sign this one? Maybe right here in the middle, or maybe right here. Yeah, I'll sign it down here. Yay, all done. Well, that's it for Chibi Friday. It was great chatting with you, Wolf Axe 2 and Fire of the Soul AJ. Thanks for stopping by and talking with me while I was drawing. That's it for this week's streaming. I'll be back on Monday. Thank you for watching.